All right, let's see the worst fates for Immortals in
Cars is the
anime.
main villain of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency. He's the leader of
Okay.
the Pillar
Yeah,
Men,
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
race of ancient beings who lived underground because sunlight could kill them. Cars is
Wait, weren't they vampires basically? I'm
around
pretty sure that's what they were.
102,000 years old, which already makes him one of the oldest characters.
Hey, yo! Nah, that fit is crazy, bro.
Cars is the one who created
The only problem I always had with JoJo was the art. The art is so weird. I had a hard time watching JoJo. I'm gonna be totally honest. I had such a hard time watching JoJo because the art is so. It's unique. Let's just say it's unique because you'll never see this anywhere else. And for me, it wasn't for me. Like the first of all, the fact that Jotaro was like 17 or something and he was big as shit, that shit confused me, bro. The art was so weird. And the exaggeration, it was nice. The weird pauses, most of them were kind of zesty, but you know what I'm saying? But it was fun. It was definitely a great anime. I just had a hard time at the beginning with the art style, but as time went on, you get used to it. Like I see a lot of people say that they don't watch JoJo because it's weird. The art is weird. Like it's a really great story. If you just gotta get past the art, it's different. It's really unique. So at first you'll definitely be weirded out, but as you go through it, you'll just get used to it.
the
Honestly.
stone masks. Those are the same masks that turn humans into
vampires.
So
Yeah.
technically, Cars is the reason Dio Brando became a vampire in Part 1. Without Cars, the entire
What?
JoJo storyline might not have happened. That's a
Yeah, but was Cars the original vampire? That's what I never understood because they didn't really say anything about that. He's been alive for a long time, but we don't know if he was the first or he's really the descendant. Because he said I think he was the descendant of vampires from a long time ago or
pretty
something
big
like
deal.
that.
But Cars wasn't satisfied with just creating vampires. He wanted to
Nah.
evolve beyond his own race's limits. His goal was to become immune to sunlight so he could walk
Hey
freely
yo,
in the day. When the other Pillar
that's
Men
what I'm talking about when I talk about the zesty poses. That shit crazy, bro.
found out about his experiments, they tried to stop him. Cars responded by killing every single one of them, his own parents included. He wiped
Makes
out his
sense.
entire species just so he
Why would you limit yourself if there's a chance of breaking through your limits? You should go through it, man. I'm
could
not
keep
gonna lie.
working on his dream. Fast forward thousands of years, and Cars finally gets what he needs, the red stone of Aja. He combines it with a modified version of his stone mask, puts it on, and transforms. The result is called the ultimate life.
Yo, you see? I totally forgot about this. That was my biggest problem. The art was one thing, but the pauses that some of these niggas be taking is kind of crazy.
Form. Cars can
That
now
shit
change his body
I
at the
did.
genetic level. He literally turns his hand into a flesh-eating squirrel during his fight with Joseph. He can become any creature he wants. He also gains the ability to use Hamon, which is normally a human technique, but his version is roughly 100 times stronger than Joseph's. It's powerful enough to melt human flesh on contact, and most importantly, sunlight.
See, bro, why was he sending? Hey, yo. Oh my god! But what I do not like, what I do not like about JoJo fans in particular, they be like, "Oh, these niggas are the handsomest nigga ever." No, no, bro. I don't know. Yo, the art. I did get used to the art, but don't get me wrong. It's not. You know what I'm saying? They no. Most of these niggas look so weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He beat his race's only weakness. At this
Even
point,
women
Cars is
in that shit look weird. Like in Baki, bro. The women in Baki, a lot of them look kind of chopped, my nigga.
basically unkillable. No disease, no aging, no
Well,
environmental damage. He's achieved perfect immortality. Joseph Joestar doesn't beat Cars through strength. He gets lucky. During their fight
Really,
near a
dude.
volcano, Joseph uses the red stone of Aja to redirect Cars' own amplified Hamon attack. This triggers a massive volcanic eruption. The blast is so powerful that it launches Cars out of the atmosphere on a chunk of rock. Cars is now floating in space. He tries to get back to Earth by pushing air out of his body like a jet. But space is close to absolute zero
you
and
cannot
tries to get
tell
back to
me
Earth by pushing
that
air out of
this
it.
is not zesty, bro. That was my whole problem with this shit, man. What is he doing?
His body like a jet. But
Oh,
space is
hell
close to
nah,
absolute
yo.
zero in temperature. The air freezes the instant it leaves him. His body starts to freeze too. Eventually, Cars becomes something that's described as half mineral and half organic. Basically, he turns into a frozen statue. But he doesn't die. He can't die. He's still conscious, drifting through the void of space with no way to move or
bro, that's tough, man. That's tough. This man is still suffering up to this day.
return. A gene are humans who can't.
Oh, I watched this. Ain't that the niggas that got some weird shadows coming popping out, bro? I think I watched this. Wasn't he hit by a truck cone and then he didn't die because Agents are basically immortal or something? Yo, I
They look
watched this.
completely normal, act completely normal, and have
This
no
main
idea they're
character pissed
different
me the
from
fuck
anyone
off.
else
I
until
remember.
they die for the first time.
Yep,
The moment an
yep,
Ajin
yep,
dies,
yep,
their
yep,
body
I remember.
resets. They regenerate fully in just a few seconds and come back like nothing happened. At the start of the series, only 46 confirmed Ajin exist in the entire
Yo,
world.
I
They're
remember
incredibly
this.
rare.
And he
that
was a
rarity
special type because he had that weird shadow popping out.
makes
Yeah.
them valuable in the worst possible way. The way their immortality works is pretty specific. When an Ajin dies, their body regenerates around the largest remaining piece. So
Yeah,
if you
I
cut one in
remember.
half, the bigger half grows back. Here's where it gets disturbing. Even a severed hand that's been deep fried can regenerate into a complete person. The regeneration only triggers on death though. If an Ajin gets
Yeah.
injured but doesn't die, they have to stay hurt. The only way to heal is to die first. That's already a rough deal.
Yo,
but
I
it gets
remember
worse.
this old man was moving, bro. This old man was moving. Yo, he was moving, bro. This nigga had skills, bro. And then he kept killing himself to regenerate. Yo, he was moving, bro. I
Ajin
like
also
this
have
guy.
the ability to summon things called IBM, which
Yup,
stands for
yup.
invisible black matter. Most
Yup,
people
I
call them
remember.
black ghosts. These are combat entities that only other Ajin can see. Regular humans can't perceive them at all,
Wait, I thought there were only some people had them. I guess I was wrong
which
about
makes them
that.
dangerous in a fight. Governments
It's
around
been
the
a
world
while.
claim they
It
want
was
to
really
protect
good,
Ajin.
though.
In reality, they capture them.
Yeah,
and
they
use
captured them and they used them as research material, and they did some tests on them because basically they revived. Even if they died from the experiment, they revived. So these people were experimenting on all of them, and that's why the main character he ran away. He
as
said,
testing
"Fuck, now I'm not
because
getting caught."
Ajin can't die permanently. They're seen as unlimited resources for
Yup.
experimentation. We're talking
Yup.
live weapons testing, organ harvesting, and repeated killings just to study how their regeneration works. The show directly compares these experiments to Unit 731, which was Japan's real-life biological warfare unit during World War
Oh,
II. That's
I
not a
didn't
light
know that.
comparison. The captured
Oh,
Ajin
wow.
are treated like objects. They're wrapped up like mummies, strapped down to tables, and have their vocal cords cut so they can't scream. But here's the thing. Immortality doesn't remove pain. They feel
Yeah, they
every
still
single
feel it.
death,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
bullet, every cut, every experiment. And then
That's
they
why
regenerate and
that
start
that old man was. I was shocked when he would appear for the first time. This man had no hesitation to kill himself, bro. Even though he wasn't paid, bro, he would cut parts of his arm and put them at places so that even when he dies, he comes back, bro. That shit was crazy. He was
starts all
moving.
over again. There's no limit to how many times this can happen. The main character, Kei Nagai, goes through this firsthand. After he's discovered to be an Ajin, he gets
Yeah.
captured and tortured extensively before someone breaks him out. But he's not even the worst case. There's another Ajin named Sato who was experimented on
Sato,
for years
that
before
was
he
his
managed
name.
to escape. By the time he got out, something in him had completely broken.
For
Sato
real.
becomes a terrorist who treats killing like it's a video game. He's cheerful
He
about it,
doesn't
like it's
care.
all just fun to him. The experiments didn't just hurt him physically, they destroyed
They fucked up his mind, bro. This man mind was fucked up, but that I love that part about him.
who he was as a person.
He did not hesitate to do what he had to do, bro. I love that part about Bond. What the Bond literally got married and had kids. Why is he here?
And is one of the seven
the
deadly
hell?
sins, and his story with immortality is one of the most brutal in anime. Ban traveled to the fairy king.
Nigga got married with a fairy, had kids. We don't care. He does not have one of the worst fate for immortals, bro.
King's Forest because he wanted to
What?
drink from the
What is
fountain of
he here
youth. When he
for?
got there, he met
He
Elaine.
had it rough, I guess. He was love struck, love broken hearted forever. Or
the
something.
fairy who guarded it. Instead of fighting her for it, he ended up spending 7 days just talking with her.
Honestly, when I saw worst fate for immortals, I thought it was like even now they're or even like now they're suffering, or even at the death it was like crazy. I don't remember how Ajin ended, but Chorus, he's still suffering. He's in space, fully conscious, but cannot do shit. Bond got married, had a kid, bro. Even then, after this, he was heartbroken for sure. But he had the Meliodas and the others, and even after the group broke, even after the Seven Deadly Sin broke up, this man just went to jail and he was chilling. And he had the best Prison Break ever. The Prison Break with Meliodas as they fought and shit. Oh, that was peak. That was the best Prison Break I've ever seen, my nigga.
Love during that time. Then a demon attacked the forest and fatally wounded both of them. Elaine was dying and so was Ban. In her final moments, she gave Ban the fountain's water. It saved his life and made him immortal, but she died. And because Ban was the only one left alive in the destroyed forest, everyone blamed him for killing her and burning it down. He got the gift of eternal life and lost the person he loved at the exact same moment. Ban's immortality is the real deal. He can't die from anything. You can burn him to ashes.
And even pain, he doesn't really... Nigga don't give a shit about his pain, the pain that he feels. You stab him, this nigga is smiling. You burn him, this nigga smiling. He don't give a shit, bro.
Tear him apart completely. It doesn't matter. He regenerates every time. He's physically frozen at age 23, even though he's over 43 years old chronologically. He doesn't need food, water, or sleep to survive. His blood even has healing properties similar to the Fountain of Youth itself. On paper, this sounds amazing. In practice, it led him to one of the worst experiences any anime character has ever gone through. Ban volunteered to enter Purgatory. This is the realm between the living world and the demon realm, and it's basically designed to kill anything.
When did that happen, bro? What? I do not remember this. When did that happen, bro? I did not finish the 7 Deadly Sins. Now I think about it, so maybe I was talking a little too fast. I might have been talking a little too fast. I did not finish 7 Deadly Sins. I just thought about it. I did not finish it.
That enters it. The air there is scorching hot and freezing cold at the same time. The ground itself is toxic. Reality doesn't work the way it should. But the worst part is the time dilation. 1 minute in the real world equals 1 full year in Purgatory. To put that in perspective, Merlin's father once entered
that's the time change.
Purgatory for just 1 minute of real world time. When he came back, he was a broken, haggard man. 1 minute destroyed him. Ban spent over 1,000 years in there.
Nigga, he spent 1 year and it broke him? I mean, I guess he's suffering and shit. Yeah. The ground is toxic and all that. Yeah, okay, I get it. Because if it was only the time dilation, bro, work out, nigga. Work out for 1 year. You're going to come out ripped. You're going to come out with Toji body, you know what I'm saying? You're going to come out with Yujiro Hama body, you know what I'm saying?
For his first
it'll be hard to stay sane, but, you know...
Purgatory, Ban couldn't adapt at all. He just died over and over again in agony, resurrecting each time. It took him around 200 years before his body adjusted enough that he could even sleep. At certain points, he completely lost his mind. He transformed into a fox-like monster and forgot who he was entirely. He forgot his own identity, his memories, everything that made him Ban. While he was in there, he fought the Demon King more than 6,000 times. 6,093 times to be exact. He lost every single fight, but he kept going because his goal was to rescue Meliodas' trapped emotions, and he refused to give up. By the end of his time in Purgatory, Ban had adapted so completely that the environment that tortured him for centuries started to feel like a gentle breeze. The place that was supposed to be unbearable became normal to him. That's how long he was there. That's how much he endured. He succeeded in the end. He rescued Meliodas and made it out. After everything, Ban became the strongest member of the 7 Deadly Sins. He done
Cap. What? Ban is not the strongest. Meliodas is the strongest by far. What? Ban is not the strongest. You can't even say that Escanor is stronger than Meliodas, bro. But, you know, his shit is time, so you can't really say that. When he becomes the one or something, it's time. So he's not, you can't give him the strongest title, because in a dragged out fight, he losing. But Ban is not the strongest, bro. What? You cannot say Ban is the strongest of the 7 Deadly Sin when Meliodas is here. That literally does not make no fucking sense. No, fuck no.
Is one of the most annoying villains in Naruto. He's loud, he's arrogant, and he genuinely believes he's untouchable.
And he's a cultist. And he's a cultist. Let's not forget that. He's a cultist, bro. That Jashin guy he talking about, this nigga tripping.
Part is that for most of the series
he gotta do sacrifices. That's a cult, my nigga. That is not religion. That's a cult, my nigga.
Hidan is immortal, and not in a regenerating way like some other characters. He simply just doesn't die from injuries. You can stab him, burn him, blow him apart, cut his head off. None of it kills him. He just keeps talking. His immortality comes from his religion. Hidan worships a god called Jashin, who demands constant killing and destruction.
Wait, what the fuck? Jashin was showed when? I've read the entire Naruto manga and I've never seen Jashin. Who the fuck is that? Who the hell is that?
Hidan performed a special ritual that involved mass human sacrifice. He's the only confirmed follower of Jashin who actually achieved immortality through this method. Whether the god is real or it's just some dark jutsu isn't fully explained, but the results are real. Hidan cannot be killed by conventional means. His fighting style is built around this.
Yeah, as soon as you get a drop of your blood, you cook, basically. That shit not fair, bro. As soon as he get a drop of your blood, all he has to do is lick that bitch, and as long as he's inside his circle, any damage he does to himself, you receive it as well. That's
Haydn
crazy.
uses a curse technique that makes him a living voodoo doll. First, he has to
Yeah, that
ingest some
shit
of his
not
opponent's
fair.
blood. Then he draws the Jashin symbol on the ground and stands inside it. His skin turns black with white skeletal markings, and from
That's
that point
messed
on,
up. That
any
shit not
injury
fair,
he
bro.
inflicts on himself happens to
The
his
fact that
victim too. He used
Shikamaru beat him, that proves how Shikamaru actually saw him. Unlike Kiba and them. Kiba and them, yo. Fang over fang. Bro, get this goofy shit out of here. Well, hell nah. Kiba literally was the most useless, I feel like, of the whole Genin class, right? This man had a dog that was stronger than himself. This man had a dog that was stronger than himself. Because, mind you, Akamaru can do the fang over fang, bro. He can turn into Kiba, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kiba needs Akamaru to do a fang over fang. Akamaru don't need Kiba to do it. Do you see how fucking messed up that is, bro? Kiba, like, is the weakest of the whole Genin class. And he's the actual dumbest. Because he's talking about, when Sasuke said he gonna be the Hokage, he said, no, it's gonna be me. Even Shiro said, yo, Kiba, not now. He said, not now, bro. You need to shut up, bro. You ain't hanging with
kill
them.
Asuma Sarutobi. He activated his curse technique with the blade, and Asuma died from the wound instead. He then walked away fine because he can't die from something like that.
Nah.
This is where Shikamaru comes in. Asuma was his
That
teacher,
man was
and watching
crashing
him die,
out. He was crashing out. Well, not really, because he had a plan. He did not intend to die, so you can't really say that he was crashing out. But, you know.
broke something in Shikamaru. He didn't just want revenge. He wanted Hidan to suffer in a way that matched his immortality. So he came up with a plan. Shikamaru tricked Hidan during their rematch. He manipulated the fight so that Hidan accidentally ingested Kakuzu's blood instead of Shikamaru's.
But Kakuzu had multiple heart. But I never understood, did the curse attack all his hearts? Or did it only attack his heart at his own? That's what I never understood about that part. I didn't care though.
His ritual.
Because Naruto finished him off with a fucking because he didn't die from that. He stitched two masters with his own body and he survived. Then Naruto finished him off with a Rasen Shuriken,
Kakuzu
you know what I'm saying?
instead of his actual target.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
Haiden was confused, Shikamaru bound him with his shadow jutsu and dragged him over a pit that the Nara clan had prepared.
Yeah,
the
you
pit
see,
was surrounded by
he is suffering because he's stuck in that hole. And he's fully aware and conscious. And he's in pieces. His body's is multiple pieces and he's stuck there. You know what I'm saying? That's a worse fate for an immortal. Ban is out of this, bro. He got a family. Ajin I don't remember, so I can't I can't say anything about it. Kars, yeah, he suffered, but Ban was not supposed to be here.
Paper bombs. Shikamaru gave a short speech.
He suffered for real, but he does not have that was not his fate. Because when you say worst fate, you talking about the end of the guy, you know what I'm saying? The end of this guy in the story or something.
Detonated everything. The explosion blew Hidan's body into pieces.
Thinking about it
but
the
that
wrong
still
way.
didn't kill him. His severed head was still conscious, still screaming
his leg
threats.
is right
his
next
last
to his
words
face.
were that he'd kill Shikamaru
This
using...
nigga suffered. Even now, this man's suffering. Unless some way, somehow, he escaped from that bitch in Boruto. Because I seen him with a new drip. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
His teeth.
I seen him with a new drip, so he might have
just let the debris
escaped.
collapse and buried Hidan underground in the Nara clan's forest. The Nara family controls that land, so no one would ever dig
No
there.
one can go
Hidan is
inside,
still
yeah.
alive down there. His body is in pieces,
Yeah, that's
scattered
a
and buried
bad
under
fate
rubble.
for
He
an
can't
immortal.
regenerate unless his body parts physically reconnect, which they keep.
No, you need to stitch him back together. That's why his head, Kakuzu had to stitch his head back together after Asuma killed him. He stitched his head back together. I don't remember if he took it out after, but he needed to stitch his head back together first. So even if he somehow managed to get out of this, he can't do shit, bro.
Can't, because they're separated underground. According to the Naruto Haiden novels, the only way Haiden can actually die is through starvation. His immortality protects him from injuries, but not from wasting away. So right now, somewhere in that forest,
he's
Hidan
dying.
is slowly starving to death in the dark, unable to move, unable to do anything except exist.
I didn't know they were
Reina
novels.
Sogi has been alive for over 1,000 years, and in that
Who the hell is that, bro?
time, she's experienced more pain than
Who
most
is
anime
that?
characters combined. Rin became immortal by accident. Over 1,000 years ago, she was just a traveler in Japan who got killed by bandits. As she was dying, a
What
time fruit
anime is it?
from the world tree Yggdrasil entered her body. That fruit made her immortal. She can't age, and she can't die permanently. But here's the
Who is
catch with
she?
time fruits. They only make women immortal. When men absorb them, they transform into creatures called angels. These angels
What did we do? This is the same thing that shit in Elfin League, bro. What the fuck did we do, bro? What the fuck do we in Alpha Lead? If you get touched by them fucking vectors, as a man you become important. In this shit, you eat a time fruit thinking, oh, I'm gonna be more. I transform into a monster. Bro, what did we do? What the fuck did we do to deserve this? Nothing. What did we do? Unless we actually did something in the manga. Unless man and that shit are crazy. But if it's not for that, then what did we do, bro? That's not fair.
Are crazed winged beings with a short lifespan, and they're driven
and
by
they got a short life, bro. Bro, that's not even fair, bro. A woman consumes that shit. She becomes immortal, and she stays human, forever young. A man consumes it. Not only do you become a monster, but you also got a short lifetime. Bro. You got a short lifespan. Fuck, why did it confuse me? You become a fucking hideous monster with wings, and you have a short lifespan. That is not fair, bro. What the fuck did we do?
Instinct to hunt and devour immortal women. So Rin's immortality came with a built-in predator that would chase her forever. Her regeneration is extreme. Rin can come back from absolutely anything as long as her time fruit stays intact inside her body. The most famous example is when...
Wait, what? The time fruit does not dissolve? So if you extract the time fruit from an immortal, they lose their immortality? Damn.
She got sucked through a jet engine. Her body was completely destroyed. It took her around 25 years to fully regenerate from that, but she came back. If someone removes the time fruit from her body, she dies for real. But as long as that fruit is still there, she will eventually revive no matter what happens to her. The main villain of the series is a being named Apos, and he has a specific obsession with Rin. He doesn't just want to kill her.
So Apos, is he the one that created the time fruit? Because we gotta have the discussion, bro. What the fuck? Why are we getting consequences from eating that shit, and women get a gift? That's not fair. Give us the same shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Equality, gender equality, or whatever. Hey, come on, man. You gotta talk about them gender equality, man. Whatever that shit called, gender equality, man. Come on, we gotta say shit that they want. Come on, that's not fair.
He wants to make her suffer as much as possible because he knows her pain never truly ends. Over the course of the series, which spans more than 65 years of her being hunted, Apos sends assassins after her repeatedly. When Rin kills them, he resurrects them and sends them again. It's an endless cycle designed to wear her down. The torture Rin goes through is shown in graphic detail throughout the anime. She's been shot, stabbed, cut apart, burned alive, blown up, pierced with needles, dissolved in acid, and more. Apos specifically enjoys torturing immortals because they can experience pain infinitely. There's no release for them. Rin has been captured and tortured for information.
They just turned into stone ash? What happened? He took out the time fruit and she just turned white. not white, but you know what I'm saying, chalk. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Multiple ashes times maybe across different decades, and every time she comes back, the cycle starts over. Apos has a bigger goal beyond just sadism. He wants to sacrifice Rin to Yggdrasil so he can become a permanent godlike guardian of the tree. That's why he...
Apos is a woman? Now I see what's going on. Why? First of all, why the fuck was she naked? Second of all, why is Apos naked? And now that she's a woman, I get it.
Keeps her alive and suffering instead of just destroying her time.
I don't know why.
She's useful to him, which means her torment has to continue. Diavolo was the boss of Pasu.
Oh, now. You see, from these, like, except for Ban, all of them had actually the worst fate for an immortal, because they're continuously suffering, even as we're talking. Ban is good, bro. This man got a family and all of that. He should not be here.
The most powerful mafia organization in Italy. He was so paranoid about his identity that literally no one had ever seen his face. He ran the entire organization from the shadows, killing anyone who got even close to discovering who he was. His real name, his appearance, his location, all of it was completely hidden. The irony of his fate is that the man who feared being found and killed ended up being killed more times than anyone in anime history.
He's still dying, right? From what I remember, this man is still experiencing the loop, so he's still dying at this moment as we're talking.
Diavolo's body was shared with another personality named Vinegar Doppio. They weren't two people pretending to be one. They genuinely shared the same body with completely different personalities. Doppio thought of Diavolo as a separate person who called him on the phone. It's strange, but that's how their split personality worked. Diavolo's stand was King Crimson, which had two abilities. Epitaph let him see 10 seconds into the future. King Crimson itself could erase time, skipping forward while everyone else lost awareness of what happened during those erased seconds. It made him nearly unbeatable in combat. Then he fought Giorno Giovanna, and everything changed. During their final battle, the stand arrow pierced Giorno's gold experience and evolved it into Gold Experience Requiem. GER has one of the most overpowered abilities in all of JoJo. It returns anything to zero. Actions, willpower, even cause and effect. GER can nullify all of it. When Diavolo tried to use King Crimson's time erasure, GER simply negated it. The ability didn't work. Diavolo had never experienced his power, just failing before. GER then destroyed King Crimson completely and sent Diavolo flying into a river. But GER wasn't done. Its ability set Diavolo's death to zero, meaning he can never actually reach the point of dying. He experiences death, then gets returned to a moment before that death, only to die again in a completely different way. This loop continues forever. It's not resurrection. It's being trapped in an endless cycle of dying without ever finishing. The anime shows several of his deaths. First, he crawls out of the river only to be stabbed by a homeless drug addict hiding under a bridge. Then he wakes up on a morgue table where doctors are performing an autopsy on him while he's still conscious. They cut into him and he can't do anything to stop it. Another death shows him getting hit by a car. The final scene we see is Diavolo stumbling through an alley and a little girl walks toward him. She's completely harmless, just a normal child. But Diavolo is terrified. He screams at her to stay away, backing up against a wall in panic.
You see, that's my bro. You cannot tell me this looks like a woman, bro. This art is so weird, but it works, I guess.
He knows somehow she's connected to his next death. The scene ends there, but we
obviously,
understand.
I hope after dying so many times, you're gonna get some kind of of instinct of sense in what is gonna cause your next death. Going. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this was nice. The only problem was Bon. Bon is not suffering anymore. All of the others were good, bro. Like they except for Ajin, because I don't even remember who exactly he was talking about, whether he was talking about the old man or K, but I don't remember if they had how they died or how the everything ended. But like Bon has a good ending, bro. He got a family, he got his girl. Even though she looked mad young, I'm just saying though. That's one of my big problem with this shit. These couples in Seven Deadly Sins are kind of weird, but you know. And he got his good ending. He got married. He got a kid. You know, he good, bro. He did not have He did not have a bad fate at all for an immortal. If you compare him to the other, he had it nice.